Hello, yogis. I'm Teresa. You made it. We're going to start in a comfortable position today and just talk for a minute about yoga and what it means for you in your journey. I like to find that a lot of people aren't comfortable even just sitting comfortably on a mat. So you can start today by being mindful, getting a block or a bolster, or even folding up a blanket or a towel. But I'd like for you to find some comfort today where you are, finding your breath and becoming present with your mat and breathing. It's all about you and focusing on you. And when we first begin, it's not about the certain postures or getting into them. And I want you to be aware of the feeling of getting into the posture and finding some awareness of where your body's edge is. And that's all this is about. We're going to find our body's edge each day. We're going to take some deep inhales and exhales, and we're going to breathe. And we're going to grow that body's edge as we find clarity with that. And you are going to allow this journey to be about you and become present with yourself right here, right now. We're going to take a gentle in-breath. Just let it go. Now, I want you to take your nose and draw a circle with it, being mindful, waking up your neck, noticing what feelings arise, and breathing. Take a couple of in-breaths right here. Now reverse your circle, being mindful. Of what you're feeling, what thoughts arise, and your in-breath and breathing. And let it go. Now, you come up off your block or your bolster, wherever you are. Coming into a tabletop, we're going to be mindful and do a few cat-cows. You may want to look at me and pause. Take a deep in-breath, gaze towards the sky. Notice how your back is flexing. And then round your back and round your body down and flex with an exhale. Now I would like for you to be mindful and take some in-breaths and out-breaths and allow your body to let that feeling arise. Don't worry about what you look like. Just kind of flow with your in-breath and your out-breath. Find your body's edge today and sit with it and breathe. I want you to find some contentment right here where you are today. And let's move and allow that to become easy. And breathe. Now you can take your left leg, extend it back, point your toes towards the mat to keep proper balance in that hip flexor. Take your right hand, extend it out, taking up space here. Breathe, balancing sunbird. Focus on your in-breath and your out-breath. Letting go of something that no longer serves you right here, right now. And let's hit the reset button. Take it back to the mat. You can shift from left to right here. Now take your right leg, extend it back. Take your left arm, extend it forward. Breathing mindfully, focusing inward. Take 3 in-breaths right here. Focusing, don't collapse into that right shoulder. One more wherever you are. Let it go like a lion's breath and reset. Focusing. Now extend your arms a little bit forward. Drop your forearms down. You can take your forehead to the mat if you like. It's puppy posture. Feeling that stretch in your back. Breathing. Arriving. letting go of the day thus far, whatever that means for you. As we allow our body to yoke and to become one with our mind and our thoughts, the clarity arrives, the calmness arrives, and the love, the self-care and the love truly fold in as one. Come back up onto your fingertips, curl your toes under, and let's push our hip bones all the way to the sky and pedal it out, one heel going down at the time, allowing big bends in our knees. This first forward fold is just about downward dog is about arriving. Just being present, noticing what the body's talking to you, what it's saying, honoring that. Pushing your heart down through your shoulders, feeling that stretch. Now I want you to take baby steps all the way to the hands. And your feet will be hip width apart. You're going to keep an extra bend in your knees. First forward fold. It's all about just being here, decompressing the spine, letting it go. If the world's ever been on your shoulders right here with your in-breath, I want you to take a breath and let it go. What no longer serves you doesn't deserve you. Come up halfway. You got a flat back. Your gaze is forward. Drop it back down. Raise your arms from left to right. Extend them up from side to side all the way up to full body stretch and Anjali Mudra, your prayer to your center heart. And breathe. Big breath, big love for yourself. I want you to turn around to the side of your mat. Your feet are parallel with the outer edges of your mat. We're breathing, we're focusing inward. We're noticing what arises. We're going to take big lengthen right here, stretching it out, taking our hands, interlacing them behind our back, showing our heart's true authentic self to the sky. And then we're going to fold down from our hip flexors, letting it go, breathing, finding that reset button for ourselves, finding that love, allowing our heart to fold down and breathe. Raise your hands to the sky, feeling that body stretch, releasing your fingertips right here, bringing them down to the mat. Your left hand comes down to the mat, your right hand can come to the sky and put a little bend in that left knee and breathe. Bring your right hand to the mat. You can put a little bend in that right knee and your left hand can come all the way to the sky. Breathe. Finding compassion for yourself. Knowing that these little small movements and these in-breaths of self-care help us find our true authentic self. Bring your left hand back down to the mat. Bring your fingertips, walk them all the way over to the right. Breathing. Walking them back center and all the way over to the left. Breathing. Feeling. Now I want you to come back to center. Point your right foot towards the front of your mat. Now you can take your left foot and point it towards the front upper left corner of your mat. We're going to rise up, taking up space, finding our alignment here, setting up for triangle. Reverse your palm to the sky. Now taking it down all the way to our right foot. Your right hand can come on top of your right foot, finding some balance here. You can put your gaze towards the mat, or you can turn and face towards your hand, facing towards the sky, and breathe and focusing inward. Challenging yourself today, keeping yourself present with each in-breath. Rise back up strong. Triangle. Turn your foot parallel with the back of the mat. Sink down. You're in Warrior Two here. Breathing, focusing inward. Reverse your palm to the sky, your right palm. Extend it forward. Drop your left hand down. Now reverse it all the way to the back. Reverse warrior. Feel that side body stretch in your right side. Embrace it. Breathe into it. Noticing what it feels. Noticing what it's telling you. Come back, Warrior Two. Now bring your stance all the way forward, bringing it up, then bringing it all the way to the mat. You're in a runner's lunge here. We're simply going to walk our fingertips all the way to the middle. Turn that right foot inward, parallel with the back of the mat. Walking our hands to the back of our mat, turning our left foot towards the back edge of our mat. We're going to turn our right foot parallel with the right front corner of our mat, coming into triangle on the back side. As you come into triangle here, take your palm, face it towards the sky, lean out, straighten that left leg, bringing it down on top of that left foot, outside of your knee, outside of your foot, wherever your comfort is. Your gaze can be down to the floor or up to the sky. Find your body's edge today and breathe. Focus. It's all about you. Notice when your yoga becomes a work in and not a workout. Notice when the growth becomes beautiful and you know you got this. Bring your hands back up. Turn your right foot parallel with the back of your mat. Sink down into that Warrior Two. Your drishti, your gaze, is going to be over that left middle finger. Reverse your palm to the sky. Drop your right hand down. Now taking it back into that reverse warrior. Breathing. Embracing each breath. Each moment only once. Reminding yourself to love each breath that you take in. And stay present, because that's the most important thing you're doing in your life right here, right now. It's that in-breath you're taking. Taking up space, return to Warrior Two. Breathing. Now cartwheel your hands all the way to the mat. Coming up onto the back toes. You're in a runner's lunge here. You drop your toes down, take your fingertips, walk it all the way to the center. Take both feet parallel with the outer edges of your mat. You're in forward fold, letting it go, decompressing. Come back up halfway. You can heel toe your feet in mindfully. Put your hands on the back of your hip flexors and then come up strong. Mindfully breathing deep. Loving yourself. Heel toe it in, arriving at mountain pose with your in-breath. Deep in-breath. Now I want you to take a stance here, finding your anchor down through your left side body. We're going to set up for tree pose. Bringing your right foot in, you can give it a big hug here wherever you are. Then you can anchor it either on your ankle, on your shin, or all the way up on your quad. Never allow it to land on your knee. A lot of weight passes through our knee. You can take your hands up, be a strong oak. You can bring it down to namaste. Find your tree and allow it to grow. And breathe. And know that we are all one. We are all connected. When the storms come, we are all trees in the storm together. And from one yogi to another, if you fall, we will catch you. Breathe. Focus on your breath, and it's okay. It's only yoga. Pedal it out right here. Anchor down through that right foot. Bring that left knee in mindfully, focusing inward. And then anchor that heel anywhere you want it, your ankle, your shin, or bringing it all the way up today. Noticing how your tree felt on one side and then the other, and noticing how each side body is different. Each person is different. And you matter. Your tree matters. Your roots matter. Your in-breath matters. Take deep breaths here. Notice if you're a strong oak or if you're a weeping willow today. Noticing how you feel. Focusing on something out front. Finding your calmness. Going inward. Bring your left knee up high. Breathing. Bringing it back down. Resetting. Now I want you to bring your hands all the way to the sky. Bringing it down to that forward fold. Come back up halfway. Bring your hands to the mat. Kick it back. Full plank expression. Roll forward and come all the way to the mat. Guys, you got this. Push up. We're going to kick our feet around to the side. Come on to our sit bones and breathe. Bring your right foot all the way into your sit bones. Love these yummy twists. Bring your left foot on the other side of your right knee. Taking your torso high, taking it around to your left side, and finding that breath going inward. The power of 3, guys. When you get into these feel-good moments and you feel that good stretch, breathe into it for at least 3 good breaths. The power of 3 is real. And let it go. Bring your gaze back forward. Unwind out of this. Bring your left foot in and your right foot just on the other side. Bringing you lengthen that torso and taking it all the way to the other side. Breathing. Maintaining your breath, knowing it's always got your back. It's your anchor. With each in-breath, it reminds us to stay present, to go inward. Bringing your gaze back forward, bringing your sit bones, your feet all the way forward, and we're going to set up, do a little core work today. Just feel the back of your legs right here. Modifications are right here. Just sit with it. If you want to bring your feet up and hold it right here, that's another modification. I want you to find your body's edge today. If you can get here and extend your arms out, engage your core and breathe. Arrive into this. Wake your core up. Focus on you. Take 3 long inhalations. Letting it go. Right now, think about the intent you set for your practice today. Think about a beautiful thing in your life. One more deep inhale right here. And let it go. Drop your feet to the mat. Roll over here, letting it go. You got this. Working on us. Knowing that all that matters right here, right now is us and our in-breath. Coming all the way down to our mat. Bringing your right foot, knee forward. Grabbing it with your left hand, extending your right arm out by your shoulder. Now extend that right knee all the way over to your left side. Reminding yourself to keep your shoulders flat on the mat during this. Breathing, finding your body's edge, and just sitting with it. Breathing. Now bring both knees into your chest, reset. Now take your right leg out long and extend your right knee all the way over to the right side. Your gaze can be over that left shoulder, and we breathe. Now we're going to bring our right foot and just place it just above our left knee. We're going to rise up with our left leg, and it's created a needle here. We're going to go through the opening with our hands, grabbing that left quad, pulling it back towards us. You can rock from left to right here and massage that lower spine if you like, or just breathe into this if just your body will tell you what little yummy moves you can do to love you. Breathe. One more deep breath. And now we're going to set up for eye of the needle on the other side. Your left foot above your right knee, and then just bringing it up, creating that needle, and then following through with your hands to thread the needle. You can rock it back and forth, breathing, focusing. Now reset. Take your feet out as wide as your yoga mat. Palms can face towards the sky. I'm going to set up for Shavasana. Right here, right now, sink inward. Listening deeply. Listening to your heart. Listening to your gut. Noticing what arises in your body. Knowing that when you leave the mat, you'll have more clarity. You'll feel like you can trust yourself more and have more confidence to go throughout your day. Bring your hands to your center heart or to your third eye. Thank you for allowing me to lead you today. My prayer for you today is much love, much abundance, and much health. Namaste, yogis.